When you're done writing on your paper, you're going to be celebrating like a 2-year-old mastering potty training. Okay. Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm DeAnna, and if you're returning, then you already know that I'm passionate about building your belief so that you can accomplish your goals and live out your dreams. I have 30 plus years experience in the direct sales industry, and I'm a wife and a grandma and an empty nester. Woohoo! It means so much to me to know that you're finding value in this channel by clicking that subscribe button, and that you want to be among the first to know when I upload a new video on Friday. In part 4 of our series, Leveling Up Your Personal Growth Mindset, we're going to be talking about life lessons learned and how to apply them to your personal growth goals. John Ruskin once said, "The highest reward for a man's toil is not what he gets from it, but by what he becomes by it." We're going to be talking about 2 things today. We're going to be talking about your accomplishments and your disappointments, and how you can use the life lessons found within those to help shape your today and your tomorrow. So we're going to start off talking about your accomplishments over the last 12 months. So why are we talking about your accomplishments? We want to wake up your can-do spirit. We want to bring to attention what you have already accomplished. Maybe because nobody noticed some of your finest moments. Maybe you didn't notice some of your finest moments. So you might be thinking, list my accomplishments. I didn't have any. The last 12 months, I didn't get anything accomplished that I wanted to accomplish. If anything, now I'm behind. Maybe it's been a particularly hard season and you've just been trying to get through it. So it may not be that easy at first, but I promise you really did accomplish some things. And we're going to use this time together to help pull it all out and get it in the forefront of your mind that you did accomplish some things, so that you can stand on those victories and use the life lessons from what you did accomplish to help build your self-esteem and raise your personal value so that you can accomplish more of your goals and dreams in the following 12 months. Jinny Ditzler said in her book, Your Best Year Yet, "When you find your accomplishments, you nourish your spirit and motivate yourself." In this exercise, we're going to grab a piece of paper and a pen or pencil or crayon, your favorite writing utensil. And we're going to start jotting down all your accomplishments over the last 12 months. Now, for some of us, that's going to be really easy. We've got things we've accomplished. It's going to be easy to start writing on that piece of paper. For some of us, it's not going to be quite so simple. Some of us have focused or learned how to focus so much on what we didn't accomplish that focusing on what we did is not as easy, especially when we set big goals and we didn't reach them. So I'm going to give you some suggestions, because I promise you did accomplish some stuff in the last 12 months. So I really do want to give you some examples to get your creative juices flowing. So that way, when you're done writing on your paper, you're going to be celebrating like a 2-year-old mastering potty training. Okay, so here we go. So here's some examples for you to just kind of think about that will help you write some things down. Hey, I cooked over 200 dinners for my family. Victory. I kept a houseplant alive. Victory. Hey, I remember to take the trash out on trash day at least 50% of the time. Victory. I was way more intentional with contacting my adult children than I ever have been in the past. Victory. Hey, I learned how to paint furniture. Victory. Cleaned out the garage. Victory. I kept 3 tiny human beings alive for 12 months. Victory. Do you see what I'm getting at? So grab that piece of paper and your crayon and start writing. By writing down everything that you accomplished in the last 12 months, you're actually awakening your self-accomplishment cycle. So what do I mean by self-accomplishment cycle? So there are really basically 4 steps to the accomplishment cycle. 1 is when you create and decide and start working on a goal. 2 is when you do and act. So you're actually working towards your goal. And 3 is obviously when you accomplish and finish the goal. But there's a 4th piece to it that most of us skip, and that's acknowledge and praise what you just accomplished. So most of us skip step 4. And when we skip step 4, we just jump right back to step 1, which is create, decide, start. And really, when you're doing that, you're unaware of the fact that you're leaving yourself feeling unappreciated. And you kind of are leaving yourself on a hamster wheel that you never seem to get off of. Like, do you ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels and you're just constantly working, you don't feel like you're getting anything done and you're not getting anywhere? Probably because you're skipping step 4. That's why I was saying earlier, you really are accomplishing things. And now you need to take the time to praise and acknowledge what you've accomplished, so that you can start back at step 1, which is create, decide, and start, and have that more awakened, energized, and ready to go feeling about your goals and your dreams. Good life lesson there. When we write down our accomplishments, it actually motivates us and helps us discover what we value. Plus, it lowers that needy part in our personality where we feel like we need to prove ourselves. And it raises your self-esteem and your personal deserve level. I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments. Tell me, what accomplishments from the last 12 months are you celebrating? So now we're going to talk about disappointments. This list might be a little bit easier for some of us. Some of us are way more comfortable sitting in our perceived failures than we are in celebrating our accomplishments. So we kind of keep those perceived failures around with us. And when we do that, we actually throw off our personal view of who we are. A word of caution here. Everyone is different. So do not compare yourself to others in this example. So when you're writing down your disappointments, don't compare yourself to others. Keep them just on yourself. When we compare ourselves to others, it's actually the thief of joy. And everybody's in different places in their life. Everybody's going to have different perceived accomplishments and different perceived disappointments. So don't compare it. Also, don't compare the list. Don't take your accomplishment list and compare it to your perceived disappointments list and think, well, my disappointments list is longer than my accomplishment list. Don't do that. So just a word of caution, no comparison here. Disappointment list may not be fun, but if you allow it, it can build your self-value by learning how to acknowledge, learn, and let go. How do we acknowledge, learn, and let go? After each statement that you put on your disappointments list, you're going to end it with a qualifying statement, a positive qualifying statement. Okay, here's some examples. I gained 30 pounds and God still loves me. I lost $1,000 and God still loves me. I had to move back in with my parents and God still loves me. So as you're working through your disappointments list, be sure to end each statement that you write with a positive qualifying statement. What are you going to do with the disappointments list? The goal is to balance yourself and raise your personal value. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for life lessons. Some things on that list happened to you. You had no control over them. However, the life lesson is you have control in how you respond to them. And even if you don't like the way you responded in the moment, you now have an opportunity to respond in a positive way. Or if you do like the way you responded in the moment, that can go on your accomplishment list. Some things you were like, I did that, nobody did it to me, it's totally my fault. So in this life lesson, you're going to apply ways how not to do it again. So when you're looking over this list to help you learn and let go, you're either going to learn how to respond or you're going to learn how to not do it again. So that way you can let go of the disappointment and still acknowledge the lessons from it. When you complete this exercise of celebrating your accomplishments and acknowledging your disappointments, you really can level up your can-do spirit so that way you can accomplish your goals and live out your dreams. If you'd like to even dig a little bit deeper, check out the resources in the description below. And if you liked it, why not give it a thumbs up and share me on your social media platforms? Thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to hear from you. Did you find some new information or a new thought? Why not tell me what you would like to accomplish in the next 12 months? And remember, what you believe to be true about yourself is powerful. See you soon. Look, here comes the train. We're going to be talking about the value of life. Oh. Now, some of us might already be thinking, oh golly.